NFTs, invented in who cares? Nobody gave a shit about them until we were all locked inside and forced to be eternally online and see what dumb shit the tech bros are up to, which is a real drag, because it's always just something dumb, like a $400 plastic water bottle that has to always have an active internet connection, so it can check your local weather network and set your water to the optimal temperature relative to your environment. And then when it's empty, it uses its built-in GPS to fly itself into the Great Pacific Garbage Patch to save you the trouble of throwing it into a body of water yourself. Convenient. Either that, or it's someone inventing trains but worse, or just straight vaporware, or some new shitcoin to pump and dump. Speaking of which, when I imagined the hellscape dystopia we were bound to one day inhabit, I pictured more nuclear fire and invading space dragonflies. The never-ending disease is on point at least. What I didn't imagine was people dumping their life savings into buying 20,000 GPUs, causing a microchip shortage, and burning the world, along with people losing their homes and being unable to feed their families because their digital apes escaped captivity. But here we are, in the most unexciting doomer's wet nightmare. We're coming up on 2 years of being told JPEGs have the same valuation as a 2-bedroom home, yet I still, consistently, see people confused about what an NFT is. Let me explain. Imagine if you stopped by my newly opened shop, Mifo Minting Megacorp. You tell me you would like to purchase the for sure, one-of-a-kind, definitely exclusive, I promise there exists no copies of it, highly sought-after piece of art, Kermit the Frog with 2 samurai swords smoking a blunt. A very good choice. That shit goes hard. Feel free to screenshot. Wait, no. Then I go into the back room and start yanking on the blockchains, in the process using up enough energy to power Ireland and Northern Ireland for 2 months, burns down 1 square kilometer of rainforest, and stabs a 3-year-old in the throat. Afterwards, I come out, you give me the $400,000 bank loan you took out to buy this, and I hand you a piece of paper with a 32-character string on it, then print out the Kermit picture for you. And then I print out one for myself because I think it looks cool and send you on your way. And then before you can fully conceptualize what just happened, I have fully erased any trace of my existence, and now you're left with the task that every investment places on its investor, finding someone foolish enough to pay even more than what you paid. Now, as you sit at home, constantly hitting the promote tweet button on your OpenSea link, you're probably thinking, what makes this token non-fungible if I literally just witnessed that light-skinned specter fung the absolute shit out of it? What does fungibility even mean? If something is fungible, that means it can be duplicated exactly, and if it's non-fungible, that means it can't be. For example, you and me are non-fungible. For now, just wait till I get a government grant to build my highly unethical cloning device. An example of fungibility would be, let's say you're taking care of your friend's pet zebrafish while they're away, and it dies. So you go to a pet store and buy an identical fish, and your friend is free from the torment of losing a lifelong 3-year-long friend. The actual artwork, or video, or AI-generated voice actor line, or whatever the NFT claims to be, is not actually itself the NFT. The fungibility of these things can be demonstrated easily. Observe. Boom. Funged. People who get upset at others right-clicking their hideous melting monkeys are clearly misinformed.
Hey, my bad.
Clearly misinformed about what it is that they purchased. Your NFT is not that image. That image is very, very fungible. Your NFT is the string of code that basically functions as a receipt. What you own is proof of ownership, but you do not really own the thing that proof of ownership claims ownership of. If that doesn't make any sense, that's sort of the point. Investing isn't supposed to make sense. It's supposed to make money. Adam Smith said that. Buying NFTs is a similar concept to buying a star, which coincidentally is also a great investment. I mean, think of the possibilities when you can get up there and slap a Dyson sphere on that bad boy. Truly the epitome of long-term investing. And like many other types of investments, sure, it has risks, but it also has phenomenal benefits. It allows artists to make a solid income off of their work. And if they don't, someone else will. It's a way to disgrace and insult the dead. It's rude to insult living, breathing people, and most of the time you don't even get paid for it, unless you're a YouTuber. So instead, it makes much more sense to exploit someone's passing in a get-rich-quick scheme. The related GPU shortage has made it much more difficult to get a PC capable of epic gaming or a PS5, and I would assume it's also difficult to get a new Xbox, but I haven't really heard anyone complain about that. This is a good thing. As we all know, gamers are pure scum. For example, it's just a big mouth, right? It looks real greasy. It looks like the worst fleshlight ever invented. I'm surprised Capcom hasn't collaborated with Tenga to make that. They'd make bank. I wouldn't buy one, but I can imagine people who would.
There's a sale going on at the market.
What are they selling? Some Monster Hunter flashlights?
Alright.
I sure hope not. And maybe the biggest point. Since NFTs piggyback off of crypto, they are unregulated, decentralized, pyramid schemes with huge impacts on the environment. Pyramid schemes are the basic structure of our economy, and the results of that speak for themselves. And who wants a centralized regulatory body? Do you really want a bunch of bureaucrats telling you what you can and can't do with your PNGs, or what other people can and can't do with your PNGs when they steal them with early 2000s RuneScape level scams? Also, massive pollution is a good thing, because May Guilty Gear has inspired a divine hatred of marine life in me. I've decided that I want all the dolphins and whales and turtles and everything else in there to die. And of course, they allow content creators and influencers to siphon money from their audience through some third party like the Pump and Dump brothers into their own pockets. Speaking of which, I've partnered with Web Nuggets TM to bring you NFTs. That's right, why have merch from your 12th favorite content creator when instead you could have a generated PNG which is very slightly altered from every other PNG of its kind? Head over to misinfts.com to mint yours right now. After you do it though, make sure you PayPal me $300,000 because that's the price I've decided they're worth, and we couldn't figure out how to hold you at gunpoint through the internet and just take your money. NFTs are the preferred investment vehicle for the modern, big-brain finance enjoyer. No other investment promises astronomical returns in such a short time frame. No other investment is as secure. Because, I mean, a house or a rare painting both have clear appeal to people. But look at these. These are fucking hideous. Who would want to steal these? Your money couldn't be held in a safer state. And once we are all forcibly downloaded into the metaverse, you can achieve your dream of returning the monkey by having your horribly awful, ugly PNG become your avatar. As you can clearly see, NFTs provide the most benefits of any possible investment. And if you believe that, I've got an NFT of the Brooklyn Bridge to sell you. And now a word from some of my Twitch subs. Brosif. Came for the incel jokes, stayed for the beaver tail. Ooh yeah. Dr. Adnan. Nick hangs out at the hottest restaurant with the coolest girls. Heck, an Italian pressed sandwich, also known as a panini. Matteo, it's time to get some new clothes. You've worn the same pair of underwear this whole week. Madasuka Jones, did you know that having Amazon Prime also gets you access to Twitch Prime? What's Twitch Prime, you ask? Twitch Prime is a super cool and awesome feature that comes bundled with your Amazon Prime subscription. What's that? What can Twitch Prime do for you? Well, listen here, little Jimmy. With Twitch Prime, you get one free, yes, free Twitch sub to use on any Twitch streamer you want. And better yet, you can use that sub at twitch.tv/verymisinformed, and you can leave a message on these videos like me, TYBG. Spooky Officer. NFTs suck ass. Support me instead at Spooky Officer, both on the Bird app and Insta. Walrus. Mom, please understand, I needed to spend the money for grandma's surgery on this cool picture from MissNFTs.com. World's smallest violin. How long until e-girls start accepting NFTs as payment on OnlyFans?